that is not tracking an index, but there are quite a few that are currently tracking an index. Yeah. So then try to look at the entire sample, go into each of the ETF to see what are usable and what are not usable. Yeah. For the ones that are not usable, remember performance attribution basically dissect the fund's performance, okay, to track the constituents. But the problem comes in when you don't know what the benchmark actually is or what are the constituents of the benchmark. But which does not prevent you from do a performance evaluation on them. Look at the Sharpe ratio, look at the trainer ratio, look at if they plot it above the SML or below the SML. It doesn't prevent you from doing that. Okay. And then because there are more active strategies, so it makes sense for you to conduct a general performance evaluation on the fund to see that if they outperform or if they underperform. Okay. Yeah. So the major thing is still like Emmanuel's topic as fundamental indexation. It's still trying to define. I mean, are you going to evaluate your sample as an active strategy or passive? And I think your sample consists of both active and passive elements in it. Okay. So it's just about what kind of analysis are you going to conduct on certain group of funds and what others you can do on other group of funds. But basically you have to try to see what the real benchmark is. If the benchmark is more active, for example, like Rafi, you should actually try to track, something that is can be leaning towards more active or value or small caps or medium caps or, for example, the social responsibilities ones. You see, your benchmarks are different. However, if it's a traditional, very simple passive strategy to track an underlying index, then that can be easily done based on performance attribution, right? Because it doesn't make sense to work out a Sharpe ratio because they are supposed to track exactly the underlying index anyway. It's a passive. Okay, the only problem comes in is how to classify the ones that are semi-active or, for example, active. Okay. Yeah. Any question you want to ask me? But you mustn't ask because you should actually research for yourself. Okay, no. But it's end of the day, it's very, very nice topic, well researched, and then I can tell you that the motivation for this research is huge because very few, you can see that very few articles have actually been conducted in South Africa, very few, and then our history of ETF is very short. When it started from 2000, when it first started just the main underlying index and growing to now a huge number of ETFs offered by many financial institutions as their product. Okay, and then the methodology that you proposed definitely will contribute to the area of research. Okay, thanks. Any other question for Ashley? Hayden? Okay, Manuel.
I just want to understand what trading flexibility is. Because to me it sounds more like liquidity. I don't know what is trading flexibility.
Yeah, it's more or less the same. Like I said, that trading flexibility and liquidity is more or less the same. But in a sense that with trading flexibility, you can trade it like almost any time during the day.
Even intraday.
Yeah.
But how about unit trust? Like when you guys at stage 3 trying to administer unit trust. If I want to redeem my unit trust and I want the money back, it will take some time, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes some time because you need to do it before like 12 o'clock for money markets and before 2 o'clock for like a normal unit trust. That's when you do the redeem.
So it's not flexible.
It's not flexible.
Okay, now let's. One thing I was going to ask you very importantly. So then you label as a disadvantage of unit trust because basically, like we said, I mean, the redemption process and subscription are not so convenient compared to ETFs. The ETF basically there is intraday quotes and buy and sell. You can do it. You can trade anytime during the day. Okay. However, what is the disadvantage of that?
Disadvantage of the intraday trading that takes place. Maybe you can, not really looking at it in a cost perspective, but the bid and ask spread that's going to take place between the two. Maybe you can, let's say for instance, you redeem, maybe the ETF was trading for like 75 rand, and then an hour later, maybe you trade on a premium for about maybe 90 rand, so which means you're going to lose on that time.
So isn't it important to look at the charter's original article, try to detect the price inefficiency or efficiencies on these ETFs?
Yeah.
Because the bid and ask, and then basically you are trading a product,
yeah.
and then if it deviates from its net asset value too much, Yeah, and, I mean, it's a disadvantage to me because I don't want to buy something that is a premium.
Yeah.
The same thing as I don't want to sell something that is at a discount, you know. But on the other hand, the unit trust is a true reflection of its net asset value of its holdings, isn't it? Yeah, so it's their pricing inefficiency. Like when we buy and sell anything, okay, you can always get in at the wrong time or you can come out at the wrong time also. I mean, regarding ETF, it's more than likely it's going to happen because, I mean, who is there to really track the underlying net asset value for this? I mean, for these ETFs, for example.
Authorized person.
Yeah, it's an authorized person.
So
But the investors' activities can actually influence the price on the market, isn't it?
Yeah, demand and supply.
Okay, now tell us regarding the net asset value of ETFs. How often are they declared?
How often are they declared?
Yeah. Like intraday, can I know this net asset value fluctuate? Because net asset value is directly derived from its underlying constituent of the basket.
Yeah.
So now if there is a SAB in there, SAB's price also fluctuating during the day. How often could we have that information?
They say that it lagged by 15 seconds.
Pardon?
It lagged by 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that it's the net asset value is actually well known to investors.
Yeah.
However, the pricing is always different from that. Can you tell us if it's often at a premium or discount to the net asset value?
Then it depends on the demand and supply. You cannot really say that it's on the discount or on the premium. But like I said before, if it's on the premium, because of maybe the demand, they hide it. Because when the demand is high, then the share price, the price, like, you know, economics one says that.
But we are buy and sell the ETF itself.
Yeah.
But yet, let's say the basket of shares, in reality, of Satric 40 is supposed to be, or whatever composite is supposed to be 45 billion,
Yeah.
for example. And the composite, if you take all the net asset value of every single ETF on the market, it's something like 43 billion. Then, of course, I will go and buy the ETF and I sell short, whatever that's in the market, isn't it? Do you think people are doing that in the market?
I don't think so, because I think they're all trying to get like the highest bid and ask for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it is their trading activities that ensures the efficiency in the market.
Yeah.
Then it will be very interesting to know what is the pricing efficiency for the ETFs in South Africa, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just some areas. Yeah, just to let us understand more. Okay, thanks. Okay, so next we have